Bowers Game Corner presents Gen Con Video Bonanza 2014. Made possible by Billionaire Banshee, Guys, Games, and Beer, Dashing Inventor Games, creators of the Simple System role-playing game system, and Zonko, makers of Mobs, the t-shirts that turned life into an RPG.
Ahoy there, YouTube. I'm back again today for more of our Gen Con Bonanza. And I'm excited right now because right now we're checking out War Stories Red Storm. And we have one of the creators of the game, correct? We got Dirk here. He's going to show us all about it.
Hey, thanks. So War Stories is a system that's designed to be really easy, really elegant, really simple, but with a ton of fog of war. So there's a couple cool things that we've done. The first one is that each player gets their own scenario booklet. So only you know where your troops are going to be coming from. Only you know what your units are going to be, what your special goodies are going to be. If you're the defender, only you know how long it's going to last, and you set up nasty booby traps all over the map for the opponent. So there's a lot of secretiveness that doesn't happen in other games, that it creates more of a feel of a real battle, of really being a soldier and going through this uncertain situation. The other thing that we've done with the rest of the components is we've thrown out all the charts. If you know anything about tactical war games, it's all about lots of rules, lots of charts, lots of reference, lots of math. We killed it all. Everything you need to play this game is communicated on the map with the different icons that are on the pieces themselves. You don't need a chart for that. On the units with their special attributes. On the cards, if you have something like a machine gun, there's not a single rule in the rule book about machine guns. Every rule you need is on the card itself. So the amount of stuff you need to memorize in order to play this well is very, very low. To resolve combat, we've combined... Should we stop?
Now residing in the Dungeons & Dragons gaming area in Hall D.
Dad?
So to resolve combat, we've gotten rid of the charts and the dice, so we have this nice embroidered combat bag that has combat chips. And the way it works is you pull a chip out, and depending on if you're firing at infantry or vehicles, you check how far away you are. So if you're 6 hexes away, for example, and you're firing at a vehicle, you would start with a result of reduction. Then, based on the map, there might be terrain that gives upshifts or downshifts to that attack, or you might have weapons that give upshifts or downshifts. So we've taken all of these elements that have to do with the battlefield conditions, the weapons, how people are fighting, and it is one pull easy to get all of that integrated and get the results out there. The other cool thing we've done on the movement side is if you look at the map, movement is based on areas. So here we have some open terrain, and you see outside those hexes, those 7 hexes are all banded into one area. So it costs 1 movement point to move anywhere across that whole thing. However, this little grove of trees itself is one area in and of itself. It costs 1 movement point just to cross over that. And as you look at the other pieces of the map, this is a forest that it's a little bit more easy to move through laterally. The fields have a lot of different movement areas. So, in real life, not all trees are the same, not all fields are the same. This game gets at that. The terrain has not just a unique personality, but like a real soldier, you're looking at the terrain in front of you and deciding what to do. You're not pulling out a chart, seeing what it costs, doing math. So it's all about making the game something that once you learn the rules, and there's a lot of innovation here, so it takes a little bit of time to get used to the new ideas, then you're going to play a game that's going to take 30 to 60 minutes, not a single chart in the box, don't need to open the rule book, bing, bang, boom, hell of a lot of fun.
And I don't think you mentioned, but which sides are you playing on?
So in Red Storm, it's the Soviets and the Germans, 1942, 1943. We also have Liberty Road over here, and that's the Germans and the Allies, 1944, the Breakout, Battle of Normandy.
And it's the same system, though, just different...
Same system, totally different vehicles. So you get about 80 vehicles in each set. So you have totally different tanks and units. And even the Germans are different. The Germans in 42, 43 Soviet Union, they were veterans, they were strong, they were tremendous units with tight doctrine. That's all reflected in the game. 1944 in France, it was a mixture. The Germans had some good units, they had some crummy units, they weren't as cohesive. All of that comes through in the way the orders work together, the way the units are constructed. So again, there's a ton of realism put into this thing, but it plays very simply, almost like a Memoir 44, with all of this realism and complexity.
All right, and this is being released at Gen Con, but where can we steer people who aren't at Gen Con?
So if you're not here at Gen Con, you can come to cqgames.com and pre-order the future copies that are coming. We just have a small number here, but in a couple months it'll be in full release.
All right, fantastic, Dirk. And I want to comment. I picked up this box. This is a hefty box. You're getting some quality here. Thanks a lot, Dirk.
Thank you.
All right, and this has been more of our Gen Con Bonanza. We're checking out the 2 War Stories games. If you're enjoying this channel, if you're enjoying these videos, please click the subscribe button down below. Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bowers Game Corner presents Gen Con Video Bonanza 2014. Made possible by Billionaire Banshee, Guys, Games, and Beer, Dashing Inventor Games, creators of the Simple System role-playing game system, and Zonko, makers of Mobs, the t-shirts that turned life into an RPG.